Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you what it takes to more or less double the horsepower of your standard 206 HDI. So let's get into it. It's your standard inlet manifold, the original standard high pressure fuel pump, and the fuel pressure sensor, which you need to upgrade, and the standard clutch. So the first thing you need to do is delete the Egr valve. You'll need a boost T or an adjustable bleed tap, and you change this high pressure fuel pump out for this BMW unit. It's probably a good idea to at the time change your fuel pressure regulator as well. And then you're going to need a front mount intercooler, because these engines standard don't have an intercooler at all. There's no intercooling, so that just leaves a huge amount of power on the table ready to take. And obviously you need a free flowing exhaust, and then you'll change your fuel rail pressure sensor. And when you change that sensor, you switch two pins over. So pin 1 and 2 you switch over, so pin 2 becomes pin 1 and pin 1 becomes pin 2. And all the breather pipes, anything that goes from the engine breathing back into the inlet manifold, you want to get rid of them. So I'm just running a straight pipe out to atmosphere, and I've blocked up the breather. You don't want to contaminate your intake charge at all. That just robs horsepower, and it actually gums up your inlet manifold. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. But when you fit these, I think they're off a 330D, I can't remember, I'll have to find out and I'll get back to you on that. But when you fit this fuel pump, you need to obviously make a little bit of a custom adaptation of the fuel lines, which I've done here, as you can see, and some of the hard plastic tubes. You just use a heat gun, get the tubes soft, and then you can fit a hose tail into the end of them and clamp them. Works pretty good. That's like this setup's been like this for 4 years, and it's been very, very, very reliable, surprisingly reliable. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll show the inlet manifold. Obviously just custom, this is just exhaust tubing with the MIG welder welded together. So you go from back of the turbo to your intercooler in the front, and back up here with a boost T, and the boost T is running 23 psi. And yeah, and I've plumbed in a little T in the back for a boost pressure gauge, and this fitting here, that's off. I can't remember the model that's off, but it's been a while since I've done it all. So if you go onto HDI Tuning Limited's website, you'll kind of see it all there. But I notice on this is years ago when I done it, but now they've only got stage 2. But before, like a few years back, they had a stage 3 as well showing, which showed what you needed to do, the pump upgrade and the fuel rail sensor upgrade. So I've obviously done that. This is that's the original pump. I'm going to find out the model and fuel pressure regulator. Just change. It's prudent to change this. It's a bit of peace of mind and reliability, because a lot of the times these fuel pressure regulators they do start to fail, and they give kind of strange running issues, like stalling and erratic kind of driving. That's the part number for the fuel pressure, the uprated. It's an 1800 bar fuel pressure sensor, which is you need, and that's the original. And yeah, you just change pin 1 and 2 around, like I said. And you want to, when I had my engine out, so I modified the inlet manifold as well, because how nasty it was. Like, that's what Egr valves do, just gum up, and those recirculation, anything that recircs air into your inlet manifold is just no good for performance. I mean, look at that, that's going to struggle to breathe. So, and that's all the carbon and grease and oil. So I actually decarboned mine, and even after decarboning, I noticed like the casting quality on the inside is real bad. It's like a mesh. So I got a hacksaw and cut down here. I'll try and find an old picture and I'll throw it up. Cut down there and just like went porting on it, just smoothed everything up. And obviously if your inlet manifold looks like that, then your ports are going to be looking the same. So I basically got a walnut media and done it and put each cylinder onto TDC with the valves closed and actually clean the inside of my ports as well while I had it out. I mean, that's a bit over the top. You don't have to do that to still get good results, but if your manifold looks like this, you're not really going to get the full potential, but you'll still get really good gains. If you do the fuel pump upgrade, just putting in an intercooler is going to give you a lot more free performance there, because you're blowing hot air into your motor, then all of a sudden you cool it down, the air density is going to increase a lot. So yeah, high pressure pump, uprated sensor, new fuel pressure regulator, intercooler, exhaust, boost T, and then if you're there and you're going to do it, just give your manifold a clean out, EGR delete. And yeah, the clutches don't seem to last long if you're running a standard pressure plate. I mean, this one's still got plenty of life on it, but it started slipping just with less than a millimeter of wear. I measured it with a vernier compared to new. It's got about 0.9 of a mil less, and just that alone let it just slip a load. So yeah, hopefully that clears things up for the guys. There's a couple lads asking, so and that's about it really. And that should take you from around 90 at the flywheel to around 180, give or take, at the flywheel with those mods. And yeah, and once you've done these mods, you will need especially once you do the plug switch over, you will need a remap or a reflash to for the car to run. And I used HDI Tuning Limited because they seem pretty switched on and know what they're doing. And I just done all the mods, and then I ordered the map, and he sends it to you on an email if you're confident enough to do it and whatnot. He sends it on an email, then you just download it and then upload it onto through the OBD2 port on your car. And yeah, and it's pretty cool now. Like, it's the card, like I say, I've had it 4 years. It's very economical. Do 400 miles on less than 50 quid on a tank, and it's and it goes when you want it to go, and it's still no issue. So I can't fault it. And I'm not sponsored by any of these guys or nothing. That's just who I used. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Help me out. Thanks.